speaking of fairies, this week, Magic, I'm going to tell you how to bring some fairies into your garden. Fairies are everywhere. Fairies are an energy themselves, whether you believe they're real little Tinkerbell flying things or the energy of fairy, just like angelic energy is this beautiful, dextral, pure, and dragon energy is fiery and changing. Fairies bring you mischief and music and levity and little sparkles in the sides of your eyes. And whether you have a whole garden or a yard, or maybe one little potted plant in your kitchen window or outside your front door of your apartment, you can call in the energy of fairies. Um, Fairies like shiny things. Fairies, of course, like sparkly things. So if you have a few marbles, you could put out in front of your plants, a garden ball, a little fountain, a statue of a fairy calls in fairies. Remember, fairies live at the edge of day, the edge of night, the edge of the garden, the edge of the path, the edge of the forest, the edge of here and the edge of there. So find them right at sunup, right at sundown. If you invite them into your life, if you invite them into your world, you will find a little bit more laughter, a little bit more music. You'll start to see little sparkles in the sides of your eyes when you least expect it. Look for them in the trees, look for them in the edges of things, that sparkle that comes down. They bring a whole lot of magic. Now, every once in a while, it's true, fairies do get a little rambunctious, kind of like kids. And if they take over too much, you might notice fairies start, where'd my earrings go? Where'd my shiny little keychain go? Yeah, fairies steal that. But they're very bribable. They will give them back. A good way to bribe fairies anyway, even to bring you some magical things. Fairies like marbles, shiny things, sequins, rhinestones. They like honey. They like cream. They like whiskey. At least my fairies do. I guess that depends on the fairy themselves. But putting out a little bit of stuff out by the tree, out for the fae, brings all sorts of magic to you. Or if they've stolen your keys or your earrings and you can't find them, bribe them. Put it out. Okay, I'm going to here's a little bit of cream and I'll give you more when you give them back. You will find your lost items usually in a place that you've already looked 1,000 times and they weren't there, or in a place you absolutely would never put them. That's where fairies will find them. And they'll give them back and then treat them with the cream or the whiskey or whatever you promised them. Fays do magical things. I remember a few years ago on Beltane, which is May 1st or May Day. It's when the veil is the thinnest except for Halloween, but it's the fairies holding up the veil instead of the dead. So that's dancing around the maypole. But on May Day Eve, Beltane Eve, a couple years ago, my husband and I went to go make wishes for the fairies. We brought a little thing with little holders of little cups. In each one, with each wish, we put a dark honey and a white cream together and made a wish. We mixed them up and they look sort of like cappuccino in 6 little cups. We made wishes to the fairies, everything, from health and world peace to, personal things for ourselves. We left it overnight, these 6 matching half cream, half honey little cups. We went in. I went down the next morning. No one had been out there. No one had known we had done it. 3 had only cream. 3 had only honey. That's fairy magic. So they let us know we were there. They were working on it. No logical explanation whatsoever. Somebody would have had to pour everything out, do 3 with cream, do 3 with honey. That stuff was in our house. Fairies bring mystery. Fairies bring magic. And everybody needs a little bit more magic in their lives. So invite some fairies into your garden.
My Paranormal Network.